everybody. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to TCR Trinity Competitive Racing.
Well, TCR TJ is the Season 13 Golden Class Champion for Trinity Competitive Racing.
Oh, let's go, dude! Yes!
Jabbar on the podium! He's on it by a 10! Gentlemen, side by side through one. And Silent, and Seafreeze gets a half spin. Let's fucking go! Wheel bumping.
DRS enable, let's do it.
And Captain Blade battling it out for position. Captain Blade. Ickle, what the? The McChicken goes around and he also makes
rewind down the front straight. Oh my god.
I gotta check the heart rate.
Why do we do this? Because of nights like this.
Yo, welcome everybody to TCR, Trinity Competitive Racing, and welcome to episode 37 of the Racing Debrief, TCR's podcast, where we combine the world of racing, sim racing, and TCR with real-life motorsports and Formula One. True racing enthusiasts listen. I'm your host, as usual, Seafreeze, alongside Camden Luca, and Professional as a guest here on today's podcast. And we got a special one, a little bit of fun, a little fun game. But before we get into that, welcome. And I should also mention, newly inducted into the TCR Hall of Fame of the class of season 16, Camden Luca, Professional, and Tico, who will get back on the podcast episode at one point or another. But welcome. We have all three of us. Look at this, all Hall of Famers. That's kind of cool.
All Hall of Famers, and none of us won a race in season 16. Wow, who put us in the Hall of Fame?
We're just washed up now.
That's a good question, because I didn't even get on the podium last season, so I was not even close. It was pretty bad. So,
yeah.
Appreciate the vote of confidence from other drivers.
It is good to be back on the podcast this week. That's 2 podcasts in the last 2 weeks. I think before that, we didn't get 2 podcasts in the past 2 months. So yeah. We're on a streak.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, firstly, general thoughts on your initial Hall of Fame. Anything you'd like to say, either of you? Just quickly. Your second. This is the second class, and you guys both got in.
Yeah, well, I wasn't anticipating getting in the first class, because I really didn't come into the league until season 12. So there was a bunch of people from before that needed to get put in, like yourself, and a bunch of other past champions, right? And even with this ballot, the second ballot, there was people like Professional, there was people like Tico, who ended up getting in, of course, but there's just so many options. So honestly, I'm pretty surprised, but obviously I'm just really grateful that people thought of me when they were putting in their ballots.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too, honestly. Like, yeah, I've been here a long time. I'm, kind of old and, a TCR veteran, so I guess that kind of says something. But in terms of results or championships, which I have none of so far yet, I was a bit surprised to be, inducted into the Hall of Fame for the second round or the second vote, whatever you want to call it. So it's much appreciated. I'll be here for the long run. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. So yeah, I think it's really cool, and getting a little surprised, but just grateful that people thought of me, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think for both of you, I think as much as your racing careers are, I would say they're pretty successful. Camden, you have a silver class championship, Professional, longtime veteran, multi-race winner, a couple constructors to your name as well. Is a successful career, but I think a lot of people probably voted for you for just your guys' being around for such a long time, contributing to the league. Camden as the voice of TCR on the commentaries, doing stuff behind the scenes, same as yourself, Professional. So I think a lot of people see that also to your contributions. And I think it's not just the racing, but it's like the whole total package. When you think of TCR, you think of, those who are really, supporters, and I think you guys kind of have a complete package, on and off the track. So I think that, and as well as Tico too. He has a pretty good on-track performance when he was racing back then. He was pretty quick, but I think a lot of people voted for him for his, efforts in the steward department, being the head, steward for TCR. So all in all, I think, those kind of come into consideration.
Yeah, and I like the fact that we're putting in people that aren't just racers, because, like you said, Tico did race, but his forte really was the stewarding. At GTR Lion, he's been the guy when it comes to the stats, right? And now, though, like, he could definitely be put in as a driver as well, because he's a Golden Class champion, but his contributions really go towards the stats. So if you're listening and you're not in TCR right now and you have some sort of skill, like you're into numbers or you can commentate, there's a chance for you to be recognized for your efforts.
Absolutely.
And GT was actually, and he's always been the mediator of the Discord. He doesn't show himself often, but when he does, it's just to put everybody back in their place a little bit and calm things down,
You're absolutely right, and he's probably part of the reason the league's still functioning, because sometimes he keeps even myself in balance. He kind of knows which moves to do next.
Definitely a father figure of the league.
I'd say so. He's been around a long time too, I think. So I was just gonna say, the next ballot will be announced probably at the beginning of next season, season 17. So if you did not get in this one, more people will get on the ballot. New drivers up on the ballot, and the voting will be open all throughout season 17. So yeah, looking forward to all that. Well, good stuff. Congratulations, and we look forward to inducting more Hall of Famers, and I'm sure we can get more time to really talk about, in depth of your guys' careers and whatnot. But from a couple Hall of Famers, we're going to talk, and also the history of TCR. I had this idea the other day that could be a fun little game here on the podcast. We talk a lot, Camden, we talk a lot, but we don't have a lot of fun. We have to play some games.
We need to lighten it up a little bit.
Right. So this is one for the what do they call it? The more, the morale of the podcast. We're going to boost morale here tonight.
Yeah. There we go.
Have a little bit of
different
camaraderie,
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to do and I'm sure a lot of people have seen this before in podcasts. We're going to draft. Each one of us will draft our best TCR grid of all time. So we each have to pick 20 drivers, and once someone picks a driver, it'll come off the list. And at the end of it, for those listening, you guys have to tell us who had the best draft of the best roster, best grid in TCR. So that obviously is subjective, but you kind of want to think of a driver's entire career, possibly a driver's prime of their career, or even a short stint where a driver was really quick. And we want to kind of have the best grid sort of is the highest caliber platinum drivers, then gold, and then silver. So just because a silver driver did great with statistics in silver, in a best of TCR would kind of be lower on the category, if that makes sense, while we're looking. But I guess it's all subjective at the end of the day. So yeah, we got to pick 20 of the best.
Let's go. Let's get into it.
Now, we have to decide who goes first, and if are we gonna do first, second, third, and then go back to first, second, third, or are we going to do the wraparound method?
Well, I was thinking, we could do rock, paper, scissors, but that wouldn't really work in this scenario. So
We can let Seafreeze go first. Seafreeze, maybe you, Camden, then myself, and then we'll just wrap it around.
We'll wrap it around?
Sure.
You sure you want me to go first?
Well, I mean,
I think we need to no, I think we got to randomize it. We got to randomize it. Get ask Siri for a number or something, Camden.
Wait, hold on. I got the wheel of names coming. You guys talk about something for like 10 seconds.
All right.
So,
yeah, no, this is going to be fun. A little draft here, Let's see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, there's been a lot of really good drivers throughout. Now,
Seafreeze,
we got to pick the
Roth.
20 best, but we're all, while we do it, it's going to be interesting.
All right, so who goes first? Let's see. Wheel is spinning. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. Person that's going first to pick is Camden Luca.
Oh, okay.
Going first. Move you.
All
Now it's
right.
between me and Freeze.
Well, no pressure, right? I can pick just about anybody I want.
Myself is second, and Seafreeze are third.
All right, so we're going to wrap around then?
Yeah.
All right, so then I get the double pick on the end, and then gotcha. All right, Camden, you get the first overall pick of the draft. Who you gonna pick? No pressure.
This is basically me declaring my goats of TCR, right? I mean, I don't know. We have one of the possibilities right here in the podcast. So, I will say, when you were racing Seafreeze, you did have a pretty dang good resume. So, with the first overall pick, I am going to pick you.
I feel very honored.
That's bold.
Yeah. That way you don't have to pick yourself.
Thank you.
and then we don't have to put the Obama meme with Seafreeze's name on his face.
Yeah,
All right, I guess I'm up next.
Yes, sir.
And it doesn't have to be a full-time driver, correct? It can just be somebody who's raced in TCR.
Yeah, any driver that has raced even one race, you're trying to you're trying to draft the best overall grid. So whoever you think is the best, you can draft them.
I got mine. My first pick is RR Cody Lawrence.
Ooh.
Whoa! Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I like that pick, but it gives me a great opportunity to pick someone who is really great.
That's fine.
Thank you very much. I am going to pick none other than the 5-time Platinum Class Champion, B-Tom.
Good pick. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of going back and forth at first as to whether or not I should pick you or B-Tom. So now I think of somebody else as to who I'm going to pick.
All right, well, I get the wraparound here, so I'm going to pick B-Tom, and then I'm also going to pick... I'm going to pick Assassin, Season 12 Platinum Class Champion.
Yeah,
that's really good drivers.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with those picks. For me, because
is it yours?
No, then it goes professional back.
Me, and then Camden.
Oh,
then Camden,
I see. Okay, I got you.
Like bounce back and my second driver, I will pick Bama.
Bama.
Wow, going with recent drivers.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So now I'm up. I'm going to go a little historic with this one. I'm going to go with the 17-time winner, Season 5 Platinum Class Champion, Mr. Sean 46307.
That's a good one.
He was quick on quali pace. He was probably one of the best qualifiers back in the day. He would just get on and get a pole lap. No one was beating him in quali. He has one. I think he almost has the most pole positions, or he's right up there all time. Good pick. And then you get the wraparound, Camden. So then you get one more.
Yeah, I know.
The wraparounds are tough.
Are we gonna have 20 of these?
We're gonna have 20 of these, man.
Okay. Well, Assassin's off the board. So
Yeah.
I was going to pick him. You know what? I know we said we want to go with platinum class drivers, guys who really excelled at the top step, but I'm going to go back to my roots here because
Oh,
I
he's picking
excelled.
himself. Here we go.
No.
Oh.
Not yet. What I mean by my roots is I'm going to focus on the silver class because those are my roots,
Okay. Respect it.
I'm going to pick a guy who had an incredible win percentage, and I mean winning 11 out of 29 races. I'm going Mr. Bambuki.
Bambuki.
I remember him. I commentated on him like a lot. Like his whole career here in TCR, I commentated on that guy.
Yeah, great driver.
Good dude. Good dude.
He actually is the only 2-time silver champion as well.
Okay.
Only person to win it twice. He was so great,
All right.
he had to do it again. Professional, you're up.
Yeah. Let's go with Joe Breezy 07. Good old Breezy.
2-time platinum class champion. That was a good pick. I was actually going to pick him. So that makes this a little difficult for me. I'm going to go with, I get the wraparound here, and I think this sets me up real nice.
I know exactly who you're gonna pick.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go with Season 6 Platinum Class Champion, Mr. Go-To Guy.
Yeah, I called it.
When you look at all-time stats in TCR, for a long majority, he was always in the top 4. And actually, those top 4 for a while probably have gotten overtaken with B-Tom and some others. But, myself, Sean, Joe Breezy, Go-To Guy, we were in the top 4 for a long time. Go-To Guy has lots of podiums, all-time, really good with stats in TCR. So I'll pick him. For my wraparound, I'm going to go with a former teammate of mine, Season 10 Platinum Class Champion. We also won the Constructors back in AlphaTauri days. I'll go with Kersey.
Oh, that's a good pick. I raced with Kersey in a different league. I raced with him in AOR. He was really good when I went up against him. Okay, so
I think.
Whoa,
Professional back.
all right, I'm getting used to this. All right, we're getting used to here.
This must be his first time.
I know, I'm eager. I've already got somebody in mind. So, I'm eager.
All right, I'm gonna go with Double A.
Double A.
Who's that?
Very, very quick driver. Involved in a few incidents, but it was just a crazy grid back then. Most notably with Seafreeze, I think, or somebody in Monaco. But Double A has a very good win percentage, good quality percentage, and just very, very quick.
He was my rival back in the Season 8
Yes.
championship, and then he left in, I think, middle Season 9. He was good, quick driver.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Since Professional's first couple of picks were pretty recent drivers, I'm going to go along those lines as well, but he technically isn't a recent driver because he also had some success way back in the day. I'm going with Mr. Odoms. Odoms, yeah.
AKA the Confessor.
The Confessor, yeah. His average finish, this probably has changed this past season because I don't think we have the stats updated from season 16. His average finish is 2.07. That's nuts. That's crazy.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Cameron, your turn again.
Yeah.
The double?
Oh, you got the double.
The double, yeah. We love doubles. You know what? I am going to I'm going to go silver again, but I'm not doing it necessarily because he had his success in the silver class. I'm doing it because his start to DNF ratio is crazy. This guy does not crash out. Very consistent driver. I'm actually going with Sir Charles.
Wow.
Did you know in the silver class he only had 1 DNF in 51 starts? Along with a championship, by the way.
He does have a championship in the silver class. That is correct.
He does. He does.
All right, well, you're going to be surprised by my next pick, but I am picking the legendary. You can just literally show up and beat everybody if you really wanted to. Flip Flop Fish.
Mmm.
Mr. Fish is my pick.
Flip Flops, I was actually just considering him. That is a good driver.
In my opinion, he's one of the best. He just never was able to really dedicate or put in the time, but when he put in a little bit of time, he was up there.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And he's clean too.
This makes it's getting difficult, guys.
Well, for only like 4 or
Oh,
5
you know
drivers in,
who?
come on.
Ooh,
I'm gonna start the timer here.
this might surprise a few. I'm gonna go with Dougie Antonio, aka Dougie Falcons.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
A lot of people know him in the F1 community. Pretty quick back in the Superclass days. And for my wraparound, gonna have to go with I guess somebody kind of current and kind of stacking up the wins. Possibly a favorite going into the Elite Series next season. I'm gonna pick Silent.
Nice.
Yeah, he's going to be a favorite for the championship this season, and he's been around for a while, and he's won a bunch of races. And with B-Tom not being here, this could be the season. So I like that. That's a good pick.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I got mine ready. I'm going with Sequit.
Ooh.
That's a good pick.
I'll pick some kind of weird. I mean, not weird, but non-expected drivers. But I think my grid is shaping up nicely.
Yeah, no, it's good to, surprise people as to what you want to pick. I'm actually kind of surprised this guy hasn't been picked yet. He is a Golden Class champion, I believe. And on the TCR all-time wins list, he's actually tied for 6th all-time. I'm going with Mr. Bats Plus.
Good pick.
Okay, he was my next pick.
Good pick.
Ooh, okay. Stole one from you.
Yeah. And you get the wraparound too.
Yeah.
Wait, who'd you pick? Bats, right?
Bats.
Bats Plus.
Yeah, Bats.
I almost forgot to write it down.
I suppose I should pick a Platinum class driver because I've picked like none. So, I'm gonna pick this guy, which kind of goes against my motto because I'm all about consistency. But this guy either won the race or he crashed out.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure he's a Platinum class champion as well. And he's been in the running for the Hall of Fame the first couple of ballots. He just hasn't quite gotten in. I'm gonna go with Mr. Destiny.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you're gonna pick Destiny.
Destiny, please work. I will
Good
say,
commentator too.
yeah, he did do a few. He had one of the most dominant seasons in season 4, and he was actually kind of the first one to have kind of a dominant run until seasons later. But he was really quick in season 4. And the season prior he was nowhere, so he had such a big improvement. It was kind of a shock. Good pick.
All right, I am next, I think, and I'm going with GTR Lion.
Yeah, good pick.
Clean, consistent, respectful. Need somebody like that on your grid.
I agree.
Clean, respectful, quick. How about let's go even professional? I'm gonna pick.
I'm flattered.
I'm gonna pick professional.
There we go.
Put him on the grid. And actually, you kind of need a pair of drivers who are respectful and and clean and professional. And you know, he was also another former teammate of mine. We actually won a couple constructors together. I'm gonna pick my guy, Talon baby, Talon guy. He raced from season 1 to season 9. He has 106 race starts, 5 wins, 22 podiums. Yeah, great teammate.
Yeah, you know, you were leading that up, being like talented, respectful. I was thinking, oh, is he gonna pick Camden Luca? And then you were like, former teammate, and I'm like, oh, that's not me.
Yeah, clean, respectful, consistent. I think my pick would be Forza. No, not Forza.
No.
Mebe. I'm really hoping that Forzan doesn't listen to this, but if he does, sorry, bud. But
Oh, he definitely will.
neither of those things. Yeah, Mebe. Mebe is my next pick.
Maybe.
Oh,
Always been a huge fan.
cool. Yeah, he was a solid driver. Couldn't win a lot, but like he was always on the podium. You know, he was.
I don't
He was
think he
good.
even won a race. Did he win a race, or did
He-
he just
he
choke
did.
those 2 or 3 times?
he choked a lot, but
Yeah.
I think he had either 1 or 2 wins.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He's always been
so
up there. He's quick.
yeah. So for this next one, I'm leaning Golden Class again, but this is more of a personal pick for me. I'm gonna go QVR Packer for this one. And I'm going to do this because he was a former teammate of mine in ZOR, a different league. And to this day, he is still one of the best teammates I've ever had. He's one of the quickest guys I've raced against, but he was just a hell of a teammate, and a really level-headed driver too. Like you never saw him lose his cool at all. I'm going to go Packer, a former Golden Class champion of TCR.
He was always quick. I wish he did another couple more seasons with us. I think he has a lot of potential.
I agree. And then, man, I don't want to go down the Golden Class route again, but there's been a bunch of drivers in that tier. But, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with NR. I'm going to pick NR with my next pick. Former Platinum Class champion, I believe.
Yeah, back in season 2, he also had some time running in the Super Class, which was season 5.
Cool.
Alrighty. I think I'm up. I think my next pick is going to be Got Any Weeb.
Maybe I want to like go back in time and redo some of my picks. Professionals nailing it.
Got Any Weeb. I've been impressed past few seasons that I've seen him race. Either when I've commentated on him, I think he was silver one time, and moved up with his teammate Fire Up Flow, and just always been impressed by him. He's always stuck out in a good, consistent, clean kind of way. It's a good balance and grid.
Good pick. My turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with. I think this will be my first Golden Class champion, and this is back, I believe, in season 10. I'm gonna go with Flying Jippo.
Nice.
Yeah, good pick.
He had 11 wins, I believe, all from the Silver Class, Golden Class. And when he got up into Platinum, you know, when he was prepared, he was, you know, a decent driver, but never really got up there, you know, to really contend. Then I'm gonna do the wraparound here. I'm gonna go kind of similar style. I'm gonna bring another Golden Class champion.
Oh, please don't pick my pick.
Ooh, I
Don't
picked.
pick my pick.
I think I might have just picked your pick. I'm gonna go with
No.
TJ.
No.
Oh, that's okay. I wasn't gonna pick him anyway.
Oh,
All good.
that was my pick.
I'm going with TJ because he was good in the Golden Class. It developed in there. and got to platinum. Now, he never really got that win in platinum, but he did have the speed on many different different occasions. He was teammates with B-Tom. I don't know if they won a constructor together, but they worked well together.
I think they did.
He's been pretty good. So he's also a guy that came from the silver class who DNF'd all the time, moved his way up, got a golden championship, and was competing. That race was the TCR Grand Prix, where he was leading, and he spun and
Spun on
DNF on the last lap of what season was that?
It was Bahrain season
14
or 15.
Yeah. But good stuff.
Yeah.
Was that your wraparound?
That was my wraparound, yeah. So back to you.
All right. Well, somebody that's I think been under the radar, but I'm picking Tebow, 4696.
Mm.
A lot of
Yeah,
wins,
you know.
a lot of consistency. He was very, very quick when he was in. I think it was the silver, and then moved up to golden. Like I think he dominated silver the season that he was in there, and then should have been in golden. I think if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. You know, I actually looked at his name a few picks ago and was thinking about picking him, but I'm going to go with somebody who is kind of similar. And what I mean is he's also French. He's also had a lot of success in the league, specifically golden class, and he actually was here pretty recently. I'm going with SPM with my next pick.
Oh, never mind. I guessed wrong.
Oh, okay.
Good pick. He actually had a lot, pretty dominant golden championship. Right? He won the championship, right?
He did. Yeah, he kicked butt. He won.
He kicked
7
butt.
races.
Camden said he kicked butt. Haha, love it.
It's the first time I've ever said that in my life.
Oh, that's funny. That's good. That's good stuff.
Okay. I got a couple of people I'm going back and forth on. For this next one, I don't think he's been picked yet, which actually is kind of shocking considering his resume, which is pretty similar to SPM's. I'm going with a guy who's actually won a lot of races in the league. He's won 9 races, but he's got 37 podiums. So he's always been consistent, finishing up towards the front, and he's got an 86% finish percentage. Considering how much he raced, that's pretty good. I'm going Chargers.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that pick.
Me too.
Alrighty. I'm going with the main Wayne. Always been a fan of him. Always been a fan. Main Wayne.
This makes my job really difficult.
How many drivers are we at so far? So we had like 8, 9.
You guys just picked 11. I'm gonna be on my
Hello?
11th, so this will be my 11th pick. I'm gonna go with someone who probably not a lot of people know him right now. It was more back in the day, but I always thought of him as one that could have won a championship if he stuck around and put a full season together. He was really quick. I think we actually saw him at an All-Star race a few seasons ago. His name is Jeremiah.
Who?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
He won 3 times, 12 podiums. He only had around 35 races, but he was a quick dude. And then for my wraparound, I'm gonna go with another guy not many people really know, but back in the day, he was more early days of TCR, and he has 4 wins, 12 podiums, only 26 races, but his name is Be Smooth.
Oh, I know that guy. Be smooth.
He actually made a reappearance a couple seasons ago in the silver class. He did a few races, then the golden, then he got up to platinum again. He got a couple wins, I believe, maybe around season 11-ish, 12. So, yeah.
All right. I think my next guy is somebody who was around quite a long time ago. I think really from season 3, season 4, season 5, all the way through season 9 or season 10. He's now purely on iRacing. Really just does Porsche Cup, from what I know. Really good guy. Kind of a fiery personality, especially on track. We've had some incidents on track. I got reprimanded for it, on and off the track. But my next pick is Xandermar.
Ooh.
And Xandermar he was a personality on track and off, and very good addition to my grid. I say so myself.
Oh boy, I have to pick 2 drivers, and I'm stuck trying to select one. This is where it gets tricky. But you know what? I'm gonna pay homage to somebody I went up against a few seasons ago for a championship and lost to him. And he had that one season in the silver class and did a really good job. I'm gonna go Rafa Hulk, season 14 silver class champion, with my next pick.
That's a good pick. He was actually on my list for next one, or second after.
Now he's not. Now there's a name I'm looking at, but I'm not going to pick him because I don't feel comfortable doing that. I'll leave that to you guys to pick him. Man, I'm trying to look at podiums. I'm trying to look at consistency. Trying to look at top 5 finishes, and you know what? Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I wanted to wait, but I'm going to do this. This guy is one of the most consistent drivers we've ever had in TCR.
Oh,
that's just a fact. He doesn't have the race wins, but he's got the consistency. He's also got a couple, make that 2 constructors championships, making him an A+ teammate.
You're picking him already?
I'm picking here. No, look, I'm picking Chabar. All right, you gotta have somebody that can get you a constructors championship, because we've talked about wins, podiums, top 5s. Chabar's got the most constructors championships in silver class history. Okay, I don't think that's a coincidence either, because he did it with 2 different drivers. So I'm gonna go Chabar just because he finishes races. I'm telling you, he does not DNF.
Okay.
All right, that's a good one. I think I'm going to pick. Next one is going to be Raiden Shogun. What do you mean? Look at the stats. It's pretty darn good, dude.
Yeah.
He said.
You're gonna regret it here. You're gonna regret it here. You're like, I should have been that guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right, so this was my 13th pick. We finished the 13th round here. I'm gonna pick someone who doesn't really have that. All right, so a quick little post-recording interruption for those listening. We were recording up, and there was some sort of a glitch in the recording, so we were only able to get up to, I think we just finished round 13, and then right after this clip we also have the round 20. So we did miss from round 14 to round 19, but I'm gonna just briefly go over who picked who, and the full length, full grid from each of ourselves will be either posted in the description or the comments, so everybody can look at it and be up to date with it. A lot of these picks, when we were recording, we just kind of were picking and moving on because we were running out of drivers anyway, so you didn't really miss much. But we finished the round 13. I believe Professional picked Raiden Shogun. Camden Luca picked Chabar. Then I think I had the sweep around. I picked Speedsta and none other than Camden Luca.
Yes, sir.
Then it was back to professional. He picked Pazosaurus Rex. Camden Luca picked Stanley, and then Blinn Machine. Then it went back to professional. He picked KGB Black Angel. For round 15, I picked iRoll. Then Swarner. Then it went back to professional for Nelsie Baby. Camden Luca picked Mitch, followed by J&B, which was his 17th pick. Professional for his 17th picked FFR Raikkonen. I had the sweep around. I picked Just Jose and then F1 Racer. Professional picked FYKV. Then it was Camden picked Zionicle. That finishes round 18. Professional picked Dirt Shark. And then I had the final two picks. I picked Remsley and Pratis. Professional's last pick was Mr. Psychosane. And then Camden finished with, well, he picked Mark. I think I might have went out of order. Mark,
I was about to say, yeah. I
and
picked
then
Mark after Zionicle.
yeah, then F1 Nerd. Yeah, Mark, then F1 Nerd was your last pick. So yeah, those are the picks. Sorry about the interruption in the recording, but we will play that last round here for you. He actually teamed up with someone who got picked real early on, a two-time Platinum champion. I don't believe they won Constructors together, but he did pick up a few wins in the Platinum class. He was pretty quick, inconsistent at times, but he matched the top speed. I'm going to pick a Pratis.
Interesting. All right, and for my last pick, that was interesting, Seafreeze, but very anticlimactic. No
Yeah, a little
offense. For my last pick,
kidding.
I'm picking Mr. Psychosane.
Psychosane. I like that name. All right, so here's what I'm going to go with. All right, this final pick is a pick from their stats, but it's also a pick for the future because I'm banking on this driver to really have another great season. Okay, so that gives you a clue. He's racing this season. Okay.
Okay.
He's got a Constructors Championship already under his belt. He's got multiple wins and came runner-up in the point standings last season with the 60th pick in the TCR draft. I am going with F1 Nerd.
Okay.
That's a good one. All right.
Yeah, there was a long pause there. I was about to say, yay or nay? What do we think?
Oh, no, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Him, a few drivers ago, actually.
All right. Well, I guess there you have it.
Nice.
These are our drafts for the best TCR grids we all came up with. Draft style. Lots of champions, constructor champions, lots of race wins throughout the classes. And
we should post the grids, like each of our grids, on the description in the YouTube, or like the description things that people who watch it can kind of see, like, you know, the grids and stuff.
yeah, I'll figure maybe I'll put it in either there or during it, or probably after I'll put it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So for those who listened, let us know in the comments of the YouTube who drafted the best TCR grid, and yeah, if you want to see more drafts, we have plenty of ideas. We could do this for possibly real F1. We can do it for a whole bunch of other ideas. Drafts. I love doing the drafts. So yeah, let us know who won this episode. And I know that next episode will be the actual predictions for Season 17. of TCR. We'll probably put a poll out, so keep an eye out for that, and everybody can vote for predictions for this season. But other than that, I think that's going to do it. Any last thoughts, guys?
Yeah, so next episode will be the season preview. We'll have predictions from the Discord that we'll go over, and we'll get ready because this week, actually, I think we should at least just mention it. The test race, the preseason races, will be this week. I'm not sure if we're going to have them broadcasted, but just keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely. And yeah, we start pretty soon, so check the description for more information on how to join. You can still sign up. We have commentary, stewarding, race seats. We have iRacing, Super Formula, which is still open and ready to join. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, thank you for watching.